Hi, I'm Ash, and I'm fat again. Hey everyone, my name's Ash. I'm just your regular gay boy that lives in the Greater Stanton area of Johannesburg. That's in South Africa for those of you that do not know. And those are my lights that are flickering. I don't know why. Before I begin, I'd just like to say that this is my first YouTube video ever, so please bear with me for the quality. I'm basically just using a MacBook, some shady lighting, and a little desperation. So you might be wondering why I'm making a video on being fat, or at least fatter. I don't know. All I know is my stuff doesn't fit me anymore and I've put on a lot of weight. Let me give you a little bit of background into that. So I am a management consultant, which means that I work for big companies, I travel a lot, and I work really stressful hours. So the reason I'm making this video is because I've already been through a fat loss journey before. I know what it takes and I really regret not documenting it. So here's Fat Loss Effort 2.0, and I'm going to do this completely on YouTube. Well, not completely on YouTube, I live in the real world, but I'm going to document every stage of this on YouTube for your benefit. And yeah, I really want to show week by week how I go through this journey and what it takes, and give you the reality of what fat loss really means. So fat loss, weight loss, whatever you want to call it, is not as difficult as people say. I think the biggest factor in it is determination. You just need to suck it up, do what you need to do, and I guess over the next few weeks what I'm going to do is clarify exactly what that takes and show you my real results. So I'm hoping this is really positive. But these lights, though. I am probably going to have to change that bulb soon, but you know what, let it add to the ambiance of this video, whatever. So let me get on to how I put on this excess weight and why I need to lose it. So I'm a management consultant, as I said before. I work on projects. My work is very client-based. So I was put on a 6-month travel project in Cape Town. So that is on the other end of South Africa. Yeah, so basically 6 months of living out of a hotel, working crazy hours, crazy amount of stress is going to make you put on weight. For me, it didn't happen initially. I thought it was good for the first 3 months. In the first 3 months, I probably put on maybe 2 kgs. And then the second half of the project, the last 3 months, are where I noticed a dramatic gain in my weight. I think it was a culmination of the stress and the long-term poor eating. I think your body can really, bounce back if you are eating terribly at least in the short term. And I think the major proof of this is the fact that I was on a project last year. It was about a 3 or 4 month travel project, very short term. Also not as far away as Cape Town from Johannesburg. It was in Durban, which is a 45-minute flight, not far at all. So my lifestyle wasn't disrupted as much. I could continue exercising and eating generally what I would if I were living at home. So it didn't affect me that much. But I think in Cape Town, the months on end of just eating pizza or takeout every single day, I know pizza is takeout, you know what I mean, that just added to the issue, excess carbs. I was probably eating maybe 3,000, 4,000 calories a day, eating an entire pizza for dinner and not burning that off through cardio. It just made me, put on the pounds. So I've been back home for about a week and I am super not happy with myself. I've put on in total 15 kilograms. Nothing fits me anymore. I feel tired all the time. I can barely walk up a couple of flights of stairs without feeling a little bit tired and, like panting and stuff. So, yeah, I'm not in a good space, and I really, 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 really want to get my life back. Yeah. So, before I tell you about my plan of how I'm going to lose the weight, let me give you a little bit of a benchmark as to my previous weight loss journey. Do not be alarmed. I am not looking at anything sketchy. I'm looking at my piece of paper, which is, got printed out actually the stats of how much I've lost and where I was at when I was happy. Not that I'm depressed. I don't know. Let's not comment on that. So when I started, I was in a super, like I can say definitely then, I was super depressed. I was 84 kilograms, which was overweight according to BMI, and my body fat percentage was 40%. So that meant that my total body fat was 33.6 kilograms, and my lean mass was 50.4 kilograms, which wasn't bad, but wasn't good considering that I was 84 kilograms and was just not in great shape at all. So after about 4 months of hard, I wouldn't say dieting because it did become more of a lifestyle for me. I think after 4 months of super healthy eating, being super strict with myself and exercising regularly, I had gotten to a point where I was 62 kilograms and at 15% body fat. So my body fat was now at 9.3 kilograms and my lean mass was 52.7 kilograms. So I had lost over 22 kilograms of fat. So that was, I think, super substantial. I was really proud of myself and really proud of the progress that I made. In terms of eating, I would restrict myself to about 1,500 to 1,600 calories a day. And my macros were pretty balanced. I think in the interest of time, I will talk about macros at a later point. In terms of exercise, I was exercising like a beast. I went to gym on a weekday twice a day. I would do strength training in the morning, and then in the evenings, my dance partner and I would, practice, rehearse, whatever. So I am a ballroom and Latin dancer. I dance, my partner and I dance competitively. I love it. I'm super passionate about it. We started winning or getting to a point where we were doing really, really well in competitions before my life was snatched away from me. That sucked. It really did. When I found out I was placed on the travel project, I wanted to cry. I felt devastated. I felt like I'd gotten to this point where I was solidly building a life for myself, and I didn't want that taken away from me because I knew the hard work involved in actually meeting the goals that I wanted to. I was fit. My resting heart rate was below 50 beats per minute. That for me was super insane. I felt so good about myself. And I was truly becoming a healthy, fit person, someone that I'd always wanted to be. So I reached my goals, and I felt like that was taken away from me. Yeah, so where am I right now? That's probably the question on your mind at this moment in time. So in terms of kilograms, I am at 68 kilograms. So I've literally put on 16 kilograms, 16 kgs in the last 6 months. I am 6 kgs away from where I, was at when I was overweight or significantly overweight, because I do consider myself kind of overweight now. So that's 78 kilograms of total body weight. My body fat percentage right now is 0.24, which is considerably better than where I was. So that means that I have 18.72 kgs of fat on me at this moment, and my lean mass is 59.28 kgs. So that's actually kind of a positive result. I think the reason I put on a significant amount of lean mass, almost 7 kgs, is because I was actually feeding my body a lot of food. And I did keep up the strength training in the mornings for at least 2 months when I got to Cape Town. So my body was getting this excess food that it wasn't getting when I was restricting myself calorically, because my aim at the time was to get a six pack. So I think something positive did come out of this whole ordeal of living in a hotel for 6 months. But yeah, I do feel fat, and I do want to cut down my body fat percentage to, in the next 12 weeks, 12%. So for those of you that suck at math, that is 1 kilogram a week. So the plan. The plan is to go through this week by week, giving you an idea of what I've been doing each week in terms of exercise, in terms of how I've eaten, and in terms of the progress I've made. So this video is, or at least this series of videos, is to keep me accountable, to make sure that I'm following these goals and meeting my targets. And I will let you know if I slip up. It's going to be super honest. So I guess that's it. That is the end of my first YouTube video. You'll be hearing from me very soon with my week 1 results and how I attain these results. Yeah, all I can say is keep at your goals, don't lose focus, and yeah, see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, are those ghosts or is it just my lights?